Hello everyone. Today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 6, that is work, energy and power. Okay. Work you already know in your in your high school classes. We are very alert of these terms, that is work, energy and power. Okay. They are in a cyclic form. If the work will come, then to do work we have some kind of energy, and the energy will come due to power. Okay. Before going to start this chapter, we will discuss some of the physical quantities. Okay. Already we learned about physical quantity, the quantity which can be measured by physically. Those quantities are called as physical quantity. There are two types of physical quantity. One is scalar physical quantity and second one is vector physical quantity. Okay. What do you mean by scalar physical quantity? The quantity which has only magnitude is called scalar quantity. Okay. It has only magnitude. Magnitude is nothing but some value. It does not have any kind of direction. Those quantities are called as scalar quantity. Like example, mass, temperature, current, charge. These are the scalar physical quantity. And the second one is nothing but the vector physical quantity, the quantity which has both magnitude as well as direction. Those quantities are called as vector physical quantity. Then the vector means it has value as well as direction. Okay, those quantities are called as vector physical quantity. For example, like displacement is a vector quantity, velocity is the vector quantity, acceleration is the vector quantity. These are nothing but vector quantity. Okay, and we already studied about how the vector quantities are to be added and how the vector quantities are to be subtracted. Now in this chapter we will study how the vector quantities are to be multiplied. Okay, there are three ways. By three ways we can multiply vector quantity. Let's see one by one. That is multiplication of vector. First one, when it is multiplied by scalar into vector. Second one, when two vector quantities are multiplied with each other. Then third one, again vector into vector quantity. Okay. In second things, when two vectors are multiplied with each other, the result we will get scalar. The result we will get scalar. And in third case, when two vectors are multiplied with each other, then the result we will get vector. And this is a little simple, scalar into vector quantity. We will see one by one. Okay. First one, a vector quantity. A vector quantity is nothing but it has magnitude as well as direction. Consider that A is the vector quantity. The vector quantities which are represented by bold letter with arrow mark. Okay. It consists of three unit vectors. Okay. That is 3 I cap plus 2 j cap plus k cap. Okay. These I cap, j cap and k caps are nothing but orthogonal unit vectors. Okay. I cap along x axis and j cap along y axis and k cap along z axis. Okay. This vector consists of three dimensional. That is, we are taking I cap along x axis and j cap along y axis and k cap along z axis. We already learned about the orthogonal unit vectors in our previous chapter. Okay. This is called vector quantity. When we are multiplying this vector quantity by scalar terms. Okay. Consider number 3. It is a scalar quantity. It has only value, magnitude. There is no kind of direction. Okay. when we are multiplying this scalar quantity into vector quantity, that is 3a vector, then we will get some value. That is, we have to multiply this 3 with this a vector quantity. That is 3 I cap plus 2 j cap plus k cap. Okay, this 3 into 3 is nothing but 9 I cap plus 3 into 6 j cap plus 3 k cap. Okay, this is a vector. After we are multiplying one scalar quantity into vector quantity, we will get again a vector quantity which is the value 9 I cap plus 6 j cap plus 3 k cap. Then see the second one. When two vectors are multiplied with each other, we will resulting we will get as a scalar quantity. Means scalar quantity means it does not consist of any orthogonal unit vectors. It consists of only a single number, that magnitude value only. Okay, let's see how it is. See here, second one vector. A is the vector quantity, its value is 3 I cap 2 j cap plus k cap, and again another vector, that is B vector. It consists of value 2 I cap plus 3 j cap plus 2 k cap. Okay, when we are multiplying A vector with B vector, the resultant we will get as a scalar quantity. Okay, see here how it is. A vector into B vector, which is nothing but we have to multiply with orthogonal unit vector I cap into I cap and j cap into j cap and k cap into k cap. Okay, that is 3 into 2 I into I cap plus 2 into 3 j into j cap plus there is no any coefficient, means it consists 1 into 2 k into k cap. This is nothing but 6 I into I cap is nothing but value 1 plus 2 into 3 is nothing but again 6 j into j cap is nothing but 1 plus 1 into 2 into 1 k into k cap is nothing but 1. This is nothing but 6 plus 6 plus 2. This is 14. Okay, this is nothing but 14. 14 is the only scalar value, magnitude value, so it does not have any direction. So we are getting when the two vectors, that is when A vector is multiplied by B vector, the resultant we will get as a scalar quantity. This multiplication we call it as a scalar dot product. Okay, scalar dot product, which dot product can be represented as by symbol dot. It is A vector dot B vector. A vector dot B vector. It is called as a dot product. Then the dot product can be represented by symbol like this. Okay, that is, it is represented as A vector dot B vector. Okay, A vector dot B vector, which is called as a scalar dot product. It is very important one. Okay, and similarly, when we multiply vector into vector, finally the resultant will get vector. This types of multiplication we call it as the vector cross product. Vector cross product. When the vector cross product is nothing but it is represented as A vector cross B vector. In general, this symbol we can say it as a multiplication symbol, but in vector we have to say it as a cross. Okay, instead of multiplication we have to be call it as a cross. Okay, that is for cross product is nothing but A vector cross B vector. This is the vector cross product. It is represented by X symbol. Okay, where X is called as a cross. Okay, but our syllabus for this chapter, our syllabus will be on the scalar dot product only. Okay, for next further chapters we have to learn vector cross product, but for our sixth chapter we will study only the scalar dot product. Okay, let's see briefly the scalar dot product. See here the definition of scalar dot product. Okay, तो स्केलर डॉट प्रोडक्ट के वास्ते हमारे यहाँ पे क्या नेसेसरी है, दो वेक्टर नेसेसरी है। तो दो वेक्टर है, दो वेक्टर को हम यहाँ पे ए वेक्टर एंड बी वेक्टर के रिप्रेजेंटेशन कर रहे हैं। तो दोनों ए वेक्टर एंड बी वेक्टर व्हिच इज इक्वल टू मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ दोस टू वेक्टर्स। ओके, तो स्केलर डॉट प्रोडक्ट के रिप्रेजेंट हम यहाँ पे कैसे रिप्रेजेंटेशन करेंगे, फर्स्ट ए वेक्टर और एक बी वेक्टर। तो डॉट प्रोडक्ट बना तो इन दोनों के बीच में एक डॉट सिंबल, तो व्हिच इज इक्वल टू, किसका इक्वल रहेगा, व्हिच इज इक्वल टू मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ दीस टू वेक्टर्स, दैट इज mod A or mod B. Okay, and the angle between the cosine of the angle between these two vectors, cosine of the angle between these two vectors is nothing but cos theta. Okay, ऐसा रिप्रेजेंटेशन करने बोलते हैं। समझो, एक वेक्टर है यहाँ पे, इट इज ए वेक्टर, और एक इसका जो यहाँ पे इनिशियल पॉइंट को, इसका जो टेल पॉइंट से हम यहाँ पे और एक वेक्टर रिप्रेजेंटेशन कर रहे हैं। ओके, दिस इज बी वेक्टर। इन दोनों के बीच में जो एंगल, इट इज थीटा एंगल। ओके, ये जो एंगल है थीटा एंगल, ओके, इसके बराबर रहेगा। दैट इज ए वेक्टर डॉट बी वेक्टर इज इक्वल टू मॉड ए वेक्टर एंड मॉड और मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ ए, मैग्नीट्यूड ऑफ बी एंड द एंगल बिटवीन दीस टू, कोसाइन ऑफ द एंगल बिटवीन दीस टू वेक्टर फ्रॉम ए टू बी। ओके, दिस एंगल विल बी मूव in anti-clockwise direction. Okay, not clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction from A to B. Okay, तो A to B इस में डायरेक्शन कैसे ले रहे हैं यहाँ पे, ऐसा ले रहे हैं, towards A से लेके B डायरेक्शन में। तो अगर आप मॉड से भी लिख सकते हैं, मॉड का तो मतलब है क्या बराबर होता है, अगर से मैग्नीट्यूड यहाँ पे नेगेटिव में आया, वैल्यू नेगेटिव में आया, तो भी हम यहाँ पे क्या कर सकते हैं, उसको पॉजिटिव में ले सकते हैं। तो इसीलिए हम यहाँ पे क्या करेंगे, मॉड यूज करें। अगर से आप मॉड यूज करें तो भी चलेगा, और मॉड यूज नहीं करें तो भी डायरेक्टली भी आप यहाँ पे लिख सकते हैं। इट इज ए बी cos थीटा। ओके, देखिए यहाँ पे डेफिनेशन, स्केलर प्रोडक्ट ऑफ एनी टू वेक्टर्स। तो एनी टू वेक्टर्स का नथिंग बट ए वेक्टर एंड बी वेक्टर इज रिप्रेजेंटेड एज ए वेक्टर डॉट बी वेक्टर एंड इट इज equal to the product of magnitude of two vectors. It is equal to product of magnitude of two vectors, that is A vector and B vector, and the cosine of angle between two vectors, and the cosine of angle is equal to cos theta between these two vectors is called as scalar dot product. That is A vector dot B vector is equal to AB cos theta. So scalar product is minimum when theta is equal to 90 degree. When theta is equal to 90 degree is nothing but one vector, it is A vector and this is B vector. The angle between these two vectors is nothing but perpendicular. 90 degree is nothing but perpendicular. Okay, when theta is perpendicular is nothing but cos 90. Cos 90 is nothing but 0. तो cos 90 is nothing but 0 बोलते हैं यहाँ पे, ये वैल्यू देखिए यहाँ पे A vector A into B is nothing but cos 90. It's nothing but AB into 0. The whole term is 0. Therefore, A vector and B vector is equal to the value is nothing but 0 or minimum when these two vectors and the angle between these two vectors is nothing but perpendicular. It should be perpendicular. Then only the scalar dot product will be यहाँ पे minimum. When it is maximum is nothing but when both vectors are moving with each other, moving in the same direction. Okay, this is A vector and similarly this is B vector. The angle between these two vectors is nothing but theta, which is approximately equal to 0. okay, which is approximately equal to 0, then a vector dot b vector, which is equal to magnitude of a vector and magnitude of b vector into cos 0. The value of cos 0 is nothing but 1. Then a into b product of a into b into 1 is nothing but ab. This is the maximum value when both the angle between a vector and b vector, which is equal to theta, is equal to 0. Means how they are parallel to each other, and it is minimum when they are perpendicular to each other, and it is maximum when they are parallel to each other. Okay, see the note. If a vector and b vector is equal to ab, when the both are moving in the same direction, then only we will get the value ab. Okay, and in case a vector into b vector is equal to minus ab, when it will happen? When both are moving in the opposite direction, it means that it should be an anti-parallel. This is tail and this is another one vector. This is a vector and this is b vector. The angle between a vector and b vector is nothing but 180. That is cos 180 is nothing but value minus 1. Therefore, we will get minus ab. Okay. When it is 0, when they are perpendicular to each other, then it is 0. Okay. Some of the properties of scalar dot product. Okay. First one is scalar product obeys commutative law. Okay. These laws comes in our mathematics classes. Okay. Mathematics, that commutative law, distributive law, associative law, and real numbers. All those things comes in your mathematics. Okay. I hope already you will aware of these things, these laws like commutative, distributive, associative. Okay. First, see here, scalar product obeys commutative law. Okay. That is a vector dot b vector is equal to b vector dot a vector. That is, for example, 2 into 3 is equal to 6, and that is 2 into 3 is equal to 6. 3 into 2 is equal to again 6. Okay. It is similar to in that way manner. Okay. Let's prove this one. Is it whether the scalar product obeys commutative law or not? The proof will not be asked in your examination, but for your knowledge purpose, I am solving only this commutative proof. Okay. See here, according to scalar dot product, it is represented by two vectors, a vector dot b vector, which is equal to magnitude of these two vectors, that is a vector and b vector, and the cosine of angle between these two vectors, that is cos theta. That is a vector dot b vector is equal to a cos theta. Then similar manner, that is b vector dot a vector, which is equal to ba cos. Whether theta is nothing but this is 360 minus theta. This 360 minus theta, how it will come? Let's see here. For this one, there are two vectors. One is a vector and another one is b vector. This is b vector and this one is a vector. The angle between these two is nothing but this is theta. Okay. For this b vector and a vector, similar manner. That is a vector and this is b vector. Imagine that it is a complete one circle. Okay. Then complete one circle is nothing but the angle of one complete circle is nothing but 360. Semicircle is nothing but theta is equal to 180. Then the whole circle is nothing but angle is theta is equal to 360. Imagine that from A to B it has a theta. Okay. Then again from B to A. From B to A is nothing but the starting point from B is here, from B to A. This is nothing but total is nothing but 360. This is theta. This is 360 minus theta. This total angle is we are taking 360, and this area is nothing but theta. That is total is 360 minus theta. For the formula is there in your trigonometry. It is cos 360 minus theta can be written as plus cos theta. That is cos 360 minus theta can be written as plus cos theta. Wherever 360 minus theta is there, we can easily write it as plus cos theta. Therefore, this is BA cos theta. Then compare this one and compare equation 1 and 2. That is A vector dot B vector is equal to mod or magnitude of A vector B vector into cos theta. Then in the similar manner, B vector into A vector is nothing but that is magnitude of B vector into A vector into cos theta. Therefore, this law obeys the commutative law. It is A vector dot B vector is equal to B vector dot A vector. Okay, this is the proof. In your examination, it will not be asked. For your knowledge purpose, I am just solving this proof. Okay. In the second, scalar product obeys distributive law. That is, distributive law is nothing but it consists of three vectors. That is A vector dot bracket of B vector plus C vector. Okay. That is A vector dot B vector plus A vector dot C vector. Then third property is nothing but lambda. If lambda is a real number, either 1, 2, 3, 0, these are the real numbers. If lambda is a real number, if the vector A is it consists of two vectors, A vector and B vector. If the lambda is multiplied by B vector, then the product is nothing but lambda into A vector into B vector. That is A vector bracket A vector dot bracket lambda into B vector. Where lambda is nothing but this symbol, we call it as a lambda. Okay, the lambda is nothing but real number. Okay, this is nothing but it consists of real numbers, which is equal to lambda into A vector dot B vector. Then fourth one is nothing but unit vectors. The unit vectors are nothing but we can represent it as a I cap, J cap, and K cap. Okay, where I cap we are taking it as along x axis, J cap we are taking it along y axis, and K cap we are taking it as z axis. Okay, I will show you in. See here, I cap into I cap and J cap, which is equal to J cap into J cap and K cap into K cap equal to value is 1. In the similar manner, I cap into J cap into K cap and K cap into I cap, which is equal to 0. Okay, if you are multiplying the same unit vector, that is I dot I and J dot J and K dot K, the value is equal to 1, because here the angle between these two vectors, that is theta, is equal to 0. Therefore, its value is 1. And in the similar manner, if you multiply the unit vector with other unit vector, that is I vector, I cap vector is multiplied by J, and J is multiplied by K, and K is multiplied by I. Okay, they are in a cyclic form. If you multiply one with another, then the angle between these two vectors is about 90 degree. Therefore, the 90 is nothing but यहाँ पे value क्या होगा 0 हो जाएगा. Okay, see here, I cap is taken towards x axis, J cap is taken towards y axis, and K cap is taken towards z axis. How they are? They are perpendicular to each other. देखिए यहाँ पे between I and J कैसे यहाँ पे एंगल 90 डिग्री. उसी तरह यहाँ पे देखिए यहाँ पे कैसे यहाँ पे between J and K again 90 डिग्री, and उसी तरह between K and I again यहाँ पे एंगल कितना बन रहा है 90 डिग्री. तो यहाँ पे सभी के एंगल्स यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है परपेंडिकुलर हो रहा है. तो परपेंडिकुलर होने की वजह से यहाँ पे क्या बना यहाँ पे वैल्यू 0 हो रहा है. अगर से हम यूनिट वेक्टर I को J से मल्टीप्लाई करें, J को K से and K से I को मल्टीप्लाई करें. अब देखिए ये वैल्यू यहाँ पे हम कैसा होगा देख रहे हैं. I vector dot I vector, which is nothing but mod of I into cos theta. Okay, अगर से दोनों वेक्टर I वेक्टर और I वेक्टर दोनों वेक्टर का डायरेक्शन यहाँ पे सेम है, तो दोनों के बीच में जो एंगल बन रहा है तो एंगल यहाँ पे कितना बन रहा है is equal to 0. Then cos 0 तो आप लोगों को मालूम है that is 1, that is I into I multiplied by 1. This is nothing but I vector is nothing but unit है, तो यूनिट ट्रांसफर इसका जो वैल्यू यहाँ पे रहेगा ओनली 1 रहेगा into 1. This is nothing but 1. I into I is equal to value 1. Similarly, J into J is equal to 1, K into K is equal to 1. और एक यहाँ पे देखिए I vector dot j vector. This is nothing but mod of I into mod of j into cos theta, where theta is nothing but 90 degree. between I and j देखिए यहाँ पे कितना बन रहा है 90 डिग्री. तो cos 90 is nothing but 0. It is mod of I is nothing but 1 into j is nothing but 1 into 0. This is 1 into 1, 1 into 0 is nothing but whole term is 0. Therefore I into j is 0, and in a similar manner j into k is also 0 and k into I is also 0. Okay. Last two properties, that is if a vector that is along x axis, y axis and z axis and its unit vector I cap, j cap and k cap. Similarly the manner b vector and its components are bx, I cap, by, j cap and bz, k cap. If you are multiplying a vector into b vector, then the value of a vector dot value of b vector. Here the coordinates of x is multiplied with again the vector coordinates in b vector x coordinate only, means ax into bx and I dot I is nothing but value 1. Similar in the manner ay into by, then j dot j is nothing but again 1, and az into bz, k dot k is nothing but again 1. That is a vector dot b vector is equal to ax bx plus ay by plus az bz. ये जो I dot I यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है वैल्यू 1 हो रहा है, उसी तरह j dot j का वैल्यू 1 हो रहा है, and k dot k का वैल्यू यहाँ पे क्या आ रहा है 1 होने की वजह से हमारे रिजल्टेंट क्या निकला a वाला रिजल्टेंट मिला. ओके, अगर से मैं यहाँ पे क्या करूँ, ये जो b वेक्टर निकला है अगर सेम a वेक्टर लिया तब यहाँ पे क्या बनता है bx की जगह पे ax, by की जगह पे ay, then bz की जगह पे az. मींस यहाँ पे b वेक्टर की जगह पे मैं अरे a वेक्टर ही ले रहा हूँ, दो वेक्टर सेम ले रहा हूँ. ओके, तब यहाँ पे वैल्यू क्या बन रहा है a into a is nothing but a square, ax into x is nothing but ax square, ay into ay is nothing but ay square, and az into az is nothing but az square, or a is equal to under root of ax square plus ay square plus az square. ये जो फॉर्मूले हमारे पे यहाँ पे न्यूमेरिकल प्रॉब्लम करते वक्त यहाँ पे इम्पोर्टेंट यूजफुल रहेगा. And 6(1) the angle between a vector and b vector. तो कैसे लिखेंगे हम यहाँ पे a vector dot b vector is equal to यहाँ पे mod a into b cos theta. Angle is nothing but cos theta. Cos theta is equal to a vector dot b vector और divided by this is ab. यही मैंने इधर यहाँ पे लिखे cos theta is equal to a vector dot b vector divided by ab. और theta angle कितना बन रहा cos और थीटा इज इक्वल टू cos इनवर्स. अगर से थीटा काम नहीं है एलएचएस क्वांटिटी पे, अगर से आरएचएस क्वांटिटी पे आया तो यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा पावर 1 रहेगा. दैट इज cos इनवर्स a वेक्टर डॉट b वेक्टर डिवाइडेड बाय ab. और a इज इक्वल टू mod ऑफ a इज इक्वल टू अंडर रूट ऑफ a स्क्वायर. यहाँ पे जो वैल्यू था ना सिमिलर ऐसे ही उसी तरह से b का वैल्यू रहा होगा तो bx स्क्वायर by स्क्वायर प्लस bz. आई होप आप लोगों को आज का जो क्लास स्केलर डॉट प्रोडक्ट के बारे में यहाँ पे इजीली अंडरस्टैंडिंग हुआ, एंड इसका जो प्रॉपर्टीज हम यहाँ पे ब्रीफली यहाँ पे डिस्कस कर रहे थे, ये जो आप लोगों को वेरी हेल्पफुल रहेगा. ओके, तो इजीली आप यहाँ पे अंडरस्टैंडिंग करें बोल के मैं यहाँ पे एक्सपेक्टेशन कर रहा हूँ. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच.